Welcome, the Bhagavad Gita. This video, Krishna grants Arjuna's wish and scares him silly. The yoga of the vision of the cosmic form of God Himself, Vishwarupa Darshana. Arjuna had not moved a muscle through Krishna's entire recitation. Now, looking adoringly at the Lord, he said, "There is no more confusion in my mind, no more doubt, Supreme One. You have chased all my delusion away with the only truth there is. You, and no other, are the prime mover of the universe. Birth is but the start of a journey from you. Death, nothing but a homecoming, a return to you. The world changes constantly, nothing lasts. This is the law of nature. Only you are not of this transient world, my lotus-eyed Lord. You and only you are imperishable, never changing." Arjuna stopped speaking. A wish had just blossomed in his heart, a hope so audacious it embarrassed him. "You have been blessed enough," he chided himself. "The Lord Himself has shared with you the greatest secret in the universe. And you want more?" But the yearning would not be denied. It grew and grew until it filled his being, whispering, "Tell him, Prince, tell him your heart's deepest desire. There is no law against asking." And of course, in the end, the whisper won. Arjuna begged, "Don't judge me, Parameshwara, but grant me one last act of grace. I long to see you as you really are, not in this paltry human form that does no justice to your divine glory. Might my unworthy eyes feast upon your true form, my Lord. Will you show me? Will you show yourself to me?" The compassionate Lord smiled. "So be it." Krishna stood tall. A glow suffused him, blurring the edges of his human form. The glow grew to a blazing light that spread out in all directions, blinding Arjuna. When Krishna spoke, his voice filled the earth and the sky. "Behold then, Partha, my wondrous forms. Hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, in every shape and color that you have imagined, and in those that you have not. Behold, O Prince, the Adityas and the Vasus, the Rudras and the Ashwins, every celestial being you have ever heard of, and those that you haven't, for they are all in me. Behold in me the universe that you know, and those that you do not. See everything you wish to see, and everything you cannot bear to set eyes upon." Arjuna squinted into the light, eager, impatient, but all he could see was blazing whiteness. Fear and sorrow gripped him. He had always known it, and now it had been proved beyond doubt. He wasn't worthy, he wasn't. But Krishna was speaking again, and his voice was full of compassion. "Your human eye cannot see me. O Bharata, I bestow upon you now the gift of divine sight. And then Arjuna, the noble Pandava prince among men, beheld a grand, terrible, never before sight. Shaking and gasping, overcome by adoration, Arjuna beheld the Lord. So God came in its true form. In fact, such was the form that in the palace at Hastinapur, King Dhritarashtra held his breath, waiting for Sanjay to speak, to fill his blind eyes with the vision of Krishna as the Lord incarnate. But for the first time since he had known him, the articulate sage seemed to have been struck almost speechless. His wonderful facility for calm, precise expression had deserted him. Instead, rough, inadequate words stumbled from Sanjay's lips. And then, O king, the master yogi revealed to Partha his divine form, speaking from a million mouths, seeing from a million eyes, full of wondrous marvels, his form, adorned with countless ethereal ornaments, holding up a multitude of divine weapons, resplendent, wearing celestial garlands and heavenly raiments, anointed with the perfumes of paradise, of boundless form, his head turned in every direction, seeing everything. O king, it is as if the light of 1,000 suns had blazed forth from the sky all at once, but 100 times brighter, 1,000,000 times more glorious. Seeing this, the Pandavas' hair stands on end, O king. Wonderstruck, filled with amazement, he clasps his hands and bows his head and begins to speak incoherent with bliss. And then that was all he could see, the Lord himself. Thank you so much for listening. Do share these thoughts on Hindu mythology to everyone.